Hey guys, welcome to another explain video here. We are back at San Diego and we are flying the 737 once again out of here because the most flights out of here is basically the 737s. A320s are the small jets actually, so yeah, it makes sense to fly the 737 out of San Diego, especially because of the runway length, which is not that long, but also not that short. So this is 737 for departure runway. So anyways, we are flying to Phoenix Sky Harbor today, another Mr. X scenery, and we are flying as Southwest 2363. Our cruise is flight level 330. Our total fuel count today is 5.3 tons, 2.9 tons of which are reserved, and we have extra 6.5 tons of extra weight. Our scheduled departure timing is in 23 minutes from now, and the scheduled flight time is 1 hour and 15 minutes. So, yep, should be pretty simple. So let's go back to the cockpit and let's get ready to get out of here. So on the overhead panel, let's turn on the trimmer, the bleeds. Let's bring in the ground handling also because I completely forgot about that since I wasn't used to. I'm not used to using ground handling for the 737. The flight altitude will be 330. There we go. Should probably turn on the DC battery standby power and arm the emergency exit light also. Right, the window heat go on. The hydraulics go on. I'm gonna try to see if I need on if I do need the anti-aliasing or not, so I will not keep that thing on. No smoking and fasten seatbelt signs go on. Cabin utility and IFE goes on, and the yaw damper goes on. Right now onto the FMC. The destination is Phoenix Sky Harbor, so I can't bring this thing now. I wanted to use the keyboard, but oh well. So it's Kilo Papa Hotel X-Ray, sorry. And the flight number is Southwest 2363. The runway for departure is runway 27, and our departure SID is the how do you pronounce this? Border 7 departure. So it will be that. As for the transition, you'll be the Imperial transition. Right, let's execute that and let's set up our route. The Imperial will be the airway of Juliet 18, which the waypoint, the end of the airway is Bravo Zulu Alpha. And then we'll direct to Hogs. There we go. Right, then for the arrival, which will be the Hyder 1 arrival. Where is it? Hyder 1 arrival. Transition is Hogs. And the ILS approach is 25 left. Alright, Yankee Zulu, here we go again. Phoenix Sky Harbor, let's find out. 25 left. Is that just a straight up 25 left? Yeah, there is. So, I would. I think I will be doing the ILS Yankee. Yeah. Transition is wheelie, and oh, this is the RNF arrival. Oh, whoops. Never mind. We'll choose the ILS approach instead. ILS 25 left, and transition for Zerlo. Which Zerlo? Oh god, is north, all the way up north. So. Alright, then maybe we'll do RNF 25 left instead. Yankee and wheelie transition. Execute you. And everything should be ready to go. So let us check out our flight plan route for the rival star, because I have not seen it yet. Alright, so I guess after Gila will be Willy, which is already there, and will be a left turn back to the runway. So that should be alright. Right, activate and execute the flight. Reduce the zoom for this thing, the display, and let's go to the performance page. Auto fuel, the gross weight, zero fuel weight, and the estimated cruise altitude. The reserves is 2.9 tons. Cost index of 24. Cruise altitude is flight level 330, and the cruise winds didn't check that. Oh god, 288,056. The ISA would be +4. Right, the airport outside air temperature is 18 degrees, so that is correct. We should be able to do some derate. So we'll do the 24k derate, and for the takeoff, center of gravity auto fuel, flaps 5. Wow, that's pretty low for the takeoff speeds. Right then, 1, 2, 3, 4 rotation. As for trims, let us set the trims. Wrong way. There we go. Around 4.93. Right, set the V2 of 134. Alright, there we go. Auto throttle goes to arm, flight director goes on, auto brake set to RTO, and we set the runway heading of let me find the charts first, which is 275. Come on. There we go. And the altitude will be flight level 330. Right. We set the QNH for the airport, an Omni altimeter, which is 3009. There we go. And for your turn on the airport, the data, the traffic, the VSync, and I'm pretty sure the weather radar only works for the pilot side, so I'll be doing both the weather radar and terrain radar for this side. So don't question me if you are wondering why I don't do it for the co-pilot sides instead. So yep. Right, everything should be set and ready to go. We're armed LNAV and VNAV, and that should be about it. So yep. Alright, guess we can start our APU, or do our pushback first. Actually, pre-plan the pushback. 27 is all the way down there, so we'll be pushing back nose left, tail right, somewhere along this line over here. So it'll be about here, I would say. Come on, there you go.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call
me
to the menu when you are ready.
Let us bring in the left forward fuel pump, and we'll start the APU. Right, we'll turn on the anti-collision lights, and we'll ask the pushback guy to come in.
Ground to cockpit.
And we'll drive away all the ground handling. Turn off the KSAN restuck fins. Should really take out my checklist. Hold on. Where is my checklist? Custom checklist. Alright, before start, fuel pumps are on. APU is coming on. KSAN restuck fans is off. The APU generators, I'll wait on that. Ground power, we'll wait on that. Anti-collision light is on. Engine start switch is set to the right engine. Chocks should be disconnected. Yep, it is. Right.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
Generators are on and ground power disconnect. Before I start, checklist complete. What's that master caution? Electrical and fuel. Electrical? Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? That failed. DS isn't. Of course the DS wasn't affected. What am I doing? Alright, never mind. We'll wait until the engines have started first before we deal with that problem.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Right, we'll release the parking brakes. No.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Right, we'll wait for a bit before we start our engines. It's quite dark out there. Alright, engine 2, start. No, you can't see the engine starting, but oh well, whatever. Could have, of course, turned on some lights, but it's not realistic, so you know. And fuel flow. Right. Engine 2 has started. Let's start engine 1. Better push back. What are you doing? Okay, whatever. We'll let you push back to the correct position. I hope at least that you would. Hopefully I don't sound soft to you guys, because now with my setup I am a bit further away from my mic, so yeah, there might be a bit of difference. So engine 1 fuel flow. There we go. We'll set flaps to 5. Can't really see anything, but no well, whatever. We'll start the clock on the right also, before I forget about it. Come on. There we go. You can stop the pushback now. There we go. So our taxi route is just straight forward to the end and the left hand to runway 27. Alright, we'll set our parking brakes.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
We'll put in our fuel also, all the fuel pumps also, because I forgot about it. Set the engine start switch to ground, and we'll bring the packs and restock fans again. We'll switch off the APU and switch the generators if it's even needed. Right. Do flight controls check for left. So now I can't see anything. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to put it at an angle so that there's a reflection. Yep, there we go. It's working, so it's pretty nice. And the elevators, can't really see them. I'll do the radars instead. Whatever. Right, whatever. And turn on the runway turn off light and taxi lights. Set the position strobe and steady to steady, and we will turn off the dome lights. The guy is getting out of here. We are ready to taxi. So let's get out of here. Before that, the before taxi checklist. Backside reset fans are on. Taxi runway turn off light is on. APU and bleeds is off. The APU bleeds. Hold on. There we go. Yaw damper is on, strobe lights is set to steady, flight control is checked, flaps is set to 5. Right, let's taxi. Parking brakes is off, give it some power. And I do have a throttle quadrant now, so if you see the throttle having an not the same values, I guess, yeah, that means the throttle is not set to around the equal setting, so but it should be the same most of the time. It's a bit soft for me for explain, so let me increase the volume. There we go. Probably did increase the volume for OBS also, so yep. Keep forgetting to change the volume. Now of course I have to increase my mic's volume, which is never a fun thing, but through the magic of editing I think I should be able to do it. Veering to the left a bit. I think I should give more throttle to the left. Whoops. Give a tiny bit more throttle to the left engine. Oh yeah, the auto throttle also disconnects when I have uneven thrust. So I should also add before takeoff as the APU. No, not APU. The auto throttle switch. Set to arm. Throttle. Don't want to be taxiing too fast here. Now I can turn on the terrain radar already. Just like there's a lot of terrain up there in front of us. But luckily this is a city, so yep. Buildings over there. It's quite nice that this is a freeway actually. You set the transponder to TARA. More throttle on the left engine, because it's still veering to the left a bit. Alright.
Approaching 27.
Right. Sorry for the mic mute there. For the entire rest of the journey towards the holding point. As someone coming into my room, and I needed to cough anyways. So yeah, decided to mute my mic for the rest of the journey until the holding point. So yeah, I should have cut out the pause at the holding point. Anyways, let us get out of here. So turn on the landing lights. The strobe lights set to steady. The wing lights go on, and yeah, before takeoff, auto throttle switch go back to arm. Terrain radar switch is on. Transponder set to TRA. Landing lights are on. Strobes and steady lights are set to position and steady. Engine start switch is continuous, and we are ready for departure. Super equal thrust on both engines. There's a city in front of us right now. This reminds me of like the Princess Juliana beach takeoff, by people can probably stand there and feel the jet engine thrust. Probably need a bit more power for this left hand. Right, coming up on the end of the lining up. Set the engine thrust back to
on
idle.
runway 27.
Right, we'll line up fully first. Not sure why it's veering to the right a bit. Come on, plane, what are you doing? Right, we will depart out of here. The 40% N1. Start the clock on the left. Engines are stable. Set takeoff power. We'll set N1 speed. There we go. knots. We are departing on time. Very nice. V1, rotate. Positive for climb, gear up. Flaps 2. Banking to the right a bit. Oops. Trims is too much.
1000.
Flaps 1. Beautiful departure of San Diego. Probably stop going to the wing view. Flaps up. Whoa, 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 the trims. There's a big difference between flaps 1 and flaps up there. Right, we're bringing the autopilot so that it can do its left hand. There we go. Right. San Diego behind us right there. Not sure if Mr. X even made the airport also, or just San Diego. It's possible though. Not sure what the airport is. Kilo November Zulu Yankee. Oh my, the climb rate is pretty insane. Just reduce the is that a climb 2 power? Climb 2 power, there we go. It's too insane, the climb rate. Could of course go on to VSync, but it's alright. Apparently that's an Air Force base, which the airport that I was talking about earlier. It's over here somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna go to the exterior review. Nope. Warned you guys. Oh god, this is seriously loud. Putting down the headphones because it's extremely loud. Probably will reduce the volume for you guys, but yeah. It's screaming in my ears. Probably. I should reduce the volume. Hold on. There we go. Much better. This is the yeah, view is pretty nice. Makes for a good thumbnail. Oh well, whatever. Let's go back into the cockpit, turn off the landing lights. And we are at the correct speed already, so let's turn off our seatbelt signs so the passengers can walk around freely. Although I should have waited for the turn to complete first, but oh well, whatever. Works too. We'll lock the gear system after takeoff checklist. Gears are up and locked, flaps are up, engine start switch set back to auto. Landing lights are off, altimeters. We'll wait for the transition altitude. Seatbelt signs is off. What's the transition altitude for this airport? Flight level 180 or 18,000 feet, whatever. Not sure what the power is to at 92.7 or so, even though the rate is until 90.6 only. I guess my throttle is still controlling it, so now it's just climb power. Alright then, sure. Can't really say anything. Whatever. Anyways, I think we should just set the altimeter to standard now. Actually, we'll leave it from there. It's just anyways about 45 more seconds before we reach the transition. 30 seconds. You know, that's 15 seconds. Bro. Yeah, whatever. I'll set it now. Right, so I guess we will leave it here, and I'll come back once I'm at my top of the 10, which is not that long away. Should be about half an hour for me. So yeah, we're right back because I'm enjoying the music. Alright, coming out to our top of the descent, just reset our MZB altitude to somewhere lower first, or somewhere low first. So we're set to 4,000 actually. So yeah. Why the hell was auto throttle unarmed? Come on, auto throttle. Am I really controlling the throttle manually? Yep, I am. Well, that's pretty nice. There we go, let's arm it again. Right then. Let's put in some speed brake also, I think. Because I think it needs some... no, it doesn't actually. Doesn't need some drag, so it's pretty nice. Right. So, let us do our descent checklist. The FMC plan is do the same. The altimeters for Phoenix is, let's see, 3007. There we go. The nav frequency is not required because of the runway. I'm not sure if it's required with our nav arrival, but I'm still gonna do it anyways. So let's load up the charts for Phoenix Sky Harbor. And the course for 25 left is 258. Go. And the right course is up 258. Right. The landing altitude is 1150. So let's set that in case I need to do auto land. Go. Seatbelt signs goes to on. And minimums for 25 left is 200 feet for radio. And there we go, 200 feet is set. Auto brakes are set to RT. No, not RTO, sorry, 1. Yeah, 1 should hopefully be enough. The runway is 2,377 meters, so maybe 2 is better actually. Yeah, I'll set to 2. There we go. And somehow I don't have auto brakes in my descent checklist, so I should probably add that also. Go. Alright, now it's just basically the descent into Phoenix Sky Harbor. And we are only 21 minutes into the flight and we are already descending to our destination. It's pretty nice. Not sure what this VNAV is doing, but alright, whatever. Still can't see Phoenix yet, so it's unfortunate. It's about 55 nautical miles away. I think so. No, actually, it's all the way over there. Yeah, I think it's all the way over there. Actually, never mind. So it's probably 80 nautical miles away. So yeah, it's still pretty far away. Guess I can cut right here, and I'll be back once I am at the transition or the about 10,000 feet where we'll continue our descent into Phoenix. Alright, we are currently downwind for the RNF arrival for the 25 left, and that's the airport right there. We're about to make the left turn back to the airport. So, yep. Anyways, I've already changed the altimeter setting and did the before landing checklist, so it should be fine. Now, once we turn left, we can do our before landing, our approach checklist. So, yeah, can set a gross weight for landing for 51.1 tons. It's my estimated landing weight, and I will be landing with flaps 30, which is 131 knots. And let me check the winds over there. I probably can just use the X-Planes map, which is more accurate, but it's alright. Just give me a few moments while check the winds, which is 404 knots. So we'll set our landing speed to 133 knots. There we go. Right. Everything should be actually done now. So the only thing left is actually the spoilers. So yeah, you can enjoy the left turn here back to the airport. The night lighting looks quite nice as usual. It would definitely be scary if an engine failed right here, especially when the airport elevation is about 1,200 feet. So technically we only have about 4,000, less than 4,000 feet to go before we hit the ground. Of course, I'm not gonna jinx it, so yeah. What's that airport in front of us there? Wow. Kilo Sierra Delta Lima. Let me check the map here instead. This is more accurate. That Falcon View. Oh, it's just a random airport, I guess. Not sure, but yeah, it seems like there's a lot of night lighting down there. Although it's just default airport, which is basically 2D. I think so. We'll send a runway heading of 258, and we'll check the go around procedure, which is climb straight to 3,000 feet, then left turn to 5,000 feet on heading 130 degrees and outbound towards the pop key Viora, and hold there. Alright then, whatever. So we'll still be climbing straight, and then do the left turn whenever we can. Yeah, whatever. Right, we'll select the approach now. No, that's what am I doing? LNAV arrival. I mean, this is RNAV arrival. This is not the ILS approach. So yeah, we can't do that. Although there is the localizer, I mean the ILS, so I am just going to still tune into the frequency, which is, let me just check the map actually. 25 left. 11075. Again, this is just for reference. I'm not going to do ILS approach. Alright, we'll set the speed and we will do VVS myself. Set to 0 feet. Set our speed to 180 knots. We'll do flaps 1. Right, maybe that's too short of a descent rate. Probably about 1,005. Yeah. So we'll put some spoilers in. Set our speed to 170 knots. Here we'll do full spoilers. Gears down. And the winds just changed. Alright, we don't need that much spoilers now. Just to 160 knots. Flaps 2. Right, we are ready for landing. Except for our flaps. I'll be a bit far away from the mic, because my setup is not as close to the mic as beforehand, because I got a throttle now. Set our landing speed to 133 now. Flaps 5. Auto throttle disconnect. Flaps 10. Full spoilers. Flaps 15. too much of a V speed. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. I still can't see anything because of this thing right here. Oh well, whatever. Autopilot disconnect. I have the plane. Right, we're doing some throttles. Spoilers go back to arm. Definitely quite low. We'll stabilize first before we continue our descent. I set the missed approach altitude to 5,000. Spoilers is armed now. Bit left of the runway. Oh, I'm still actually descending. Wow. Right, I didn't realize that.
Approaching 25 left.
It was definitely a two-step of VS descent. Or manual descent. Through autopilot. Right, the glide slope is coming towards the center. So that's a reference for me, although I am not using ILS once again, but it's just a reference. Alright, we can start our descent now.
500.
The runway is not long, so they have much space if I mess up. Need more trims, please. Go, much better. Bit high now.
200 minimums.
Minimums continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Long landing, 5.
Right, reversers on.
Remaining.
Spoilers max. And we'll vacate to the right when we can.
80 knots.
80 knots. 70 knots, reversers off. Come on, reverses off, please. Reverses up. Yeah, whatever. Keep a bit of more power. Spoilers go back to down. More arm. Right, our arrival timing is 5:41 Zulu. Welcome to Phoenix Sky Harbor.
Please make sure you have all your personal belongings before you exit the aircraft and be careful when opening the overhead compartment. You're now free to use your mobile phones and small lightweight devices. Thank you for flying with us today. We hope you've had a pleasant experience and we look forward to welcoming you again on
Right,
another flight.
landing lights come up. Wing lights go off. No, that's wheel well. Wing lights, there we go. Terrain radar goes off. Transponder set back to standby. Whoops, too much of a turn there. And just stop the clock on the left side. Our auto brake set to off. And flaps come all the way up. Right, we didn't even use anti-ice, so that was nice. Start our APU. And bring in our APU bleeds. Right, after landing checklist, landing legs are off, spoilers are down, flaps are up, outbrakes off, engine start switch set back to auto. Clock is stopped, APM bliss is on, anti-ice is off, transponder standby, terrain radar is off. Right, we turn off the weather radar too. Alright, let's check where are we now on the map. We are... That is Foxtrot 6. Where is Foxtrot 6? All the way there. So parking gates. I'm not sure what's the actual gate, so check again. Gate Charlie 13, which is in front. Alright. So I'll be turning left on Echo 12, which is still quite far away. No, sorry, Foxtrot 12. Then cross 25 right into Echo 12. Let's turn off our strobe lights or so. Turn them back on when you need to cross the runway. Our landing rate from SimStallers -189. I'll take that. So it's not even an hour flight actually. So wow. So it's just let's see, 56 minutes. Foxtrot 8 over there. Wow, we've still got quite a ways to go before Echo Foxtrot 12 actually. It's near the end. It's the second last left turn. We'll be doing a high speed taxi, I guess, since it's quite far away. We'll put engines to idle. It was actually a nice landing, if I remember. We also put in the landing clip right now. And welcome back. It's Foxtrot 10 on the left. 2 more before our intersection. Or the second left after this left. Wow, the terminal actually looks quite nice. Look at that. I'm impressed. Coming on Foxtrot 11. I will give him some power also, because it's a bit slow now. 12 knots. We could probably cross Foxtrot 11 too, actually. But we'll still have to cross to the left on Delta 12 later on. So we just cross on Foxtrot 12, actually. Give it a bit more power. Yep, that's Foxtrot 12 over there, and that's Foxtrot 13 in the end. Our gate will be over there. Might be taken by that southwest. In that case, we'll just park to the left or the right, depending on whether the other gates are taken. Right, to the left over here, we will turn on our strobe lights to position and steady because we're crossing 25 right.
Approaching 25 right.
Alright, we'll be turning left on here onto Echo, and then right here on Delta 12. Alright, we'll turn off the spoil and the strobe lights now. And here's Delta 12. Turn right into the gate, which will be that concourse actually. Concourse number 7, or South 4, number 7 for taxi, right? So our gate is not taken. Hey, that's actually the animation for that train. Impressed. Wow. Right, here's stand Charlie 13. Turn right. Turn off the taxi lights and the runway turn off lights, so that we don't blind that marshal over there. I'm not sure what the other ground crew is doing, but alright. Hold on, I'm not even lined up yet. There you go. Bit more, there we go. Alright, PU generators go on and we'll cut both engines fuel. There we go. Right, and that will conclude today's flight. We'll turn off all the lights and set the passenger signs to off. Right then. And the generator is a bit inside of my plane, but well, whatever. Can't do nothing much. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this flight. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and goodbye.